everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Angela, and I'm here today to share a completed AnnE journal with you today. Yes, I am. This one really took me longer than normal. I was messing about bits and bobs that I've added, even did a touch of embroidery, which I mean, I can embroider, but it really affects my thumbs when I do it, so I tend to stay away from it. But I did manage to put a small amount of embroidery on here, and yeah, I really like how this one's turned out. This is the very first time that you've found my channel. A very warm welcome to you. I hope you enjoy what you see today, and of course to all my wonderful lovely ladies that keep me enthralled and entertained and supported week in and week out. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you so much, whether that's on our Facebook group or here on YouTube. You are amazing. Right, let's get into the AnnE journal. I've made this journal along with you, and if you want to make one of these, all you need to do is click on the playlist, which is the AnnE journal project. The link is in the description below as well, but I do have a list of all the playlists for every journal project that I make, so they're in order, and all you have to do is follow them. It's free, so there you go. The kits that I've used for this are my AnnE journal kits. I have AnnE journal pages, background pages, altered book pages, and add-on and ephemera kits for this. So that's what I've put in here. And we have about 112 pages back and front in 2 signatures. I did use my ultimate bundle, and I actually do have ultimate bundles restocked in my website shop. So that's angelakerrdesigns.com. You can find that over there. Right, so what is the size of this? This is what we call an A5 size in the UK. But what is it now? It's 9 inches this way, all right, and 6.5 inches that way. It's got a 3.5 inch spine. Okay, so you're looking at 23 centimeters by 16.5, and 3.5 inches is probably, what is that? It's over 10, it's 9 centimeters. That's what it is. Okay, so there you go. I've put on this lovely tassel. Gosh, I can't get the words today. This tassel, which I have created from all my leftover ribbon and lace bits and added some other of my own. So yeah, I really enjoyed using this. Oh, I also used my flowers, didn't I? So there we go. So yeah, it was really fun to do. And I'm so glad so many of you were following along with me. Now, it is a hardcover journal. I have added the spine, slightly different to what I normally do, guys. I've sewn in, well, I haven't sewn in the signatures. The signatures are attached with the elasticated cord method, the exact same way that I did my Marvelous Mouse journal. So I will put the details for that there, and you can follow along. And I've used the top one as the hook for this, which is perfect. So yeah, I did something a little bit different. I've sort of combined the 2 methods. So I did actually stitch the signatures together in their single format, and then I added it to the elastic, so it had extra where the pages didn't move around too much. So yeah, really like how it looks. Right, let's go inside. Use my closure, which is part of the ribbon bundle in the ultimate bundle, and I've added a little brooch over there, and you saw me make the cover, so that's all there as well. Look at all of that. Yeah, so this is what I added on the cover, this beautiful soft background purple fabric paper there, and then this is from one of the shabby lace pages. So the shabby lace pages are an extra kit I forgot to mention. Right, and it worked perfectly with this. So as I said, I've got 2 signatures. There's the one, here's the other. They are put in here with the elasticated cords, and I do show you how to make that in the Marvelous Mouse journal, but I'll add that tutorial to this playlist. All right, I did, if I go to the middle, you can see I've put the 5 stitch the 5-hole pamphlet stitch in there to keep those pages together. So I stitched that together and that one separately, and then I slid it in there. So that's what I did at the end. Right, let's have a look. So here's the first page, beautiful image of Anne. And then we have made 99% of these projects together. So here's the first little altered bag that we did, which was lovely, and I enjoy making those. There is a lot of lace in here and a lot of ribbon. You've got all sorts of velvet ribbons, you've got fabrics, you've got everything, and that's part of the ultimate bundle. Buttons and everything as well. Here's one of the altered book pages that go in there. And then we made this, we stuck this on together. It's got a little tab on the side, if you can see. And then just little bits of ephemera. I won't take them all out, we'll be here forever. So we made this project together. This slides in there, all right. And it tucks into this tuck spot pocket, and yeah, lots of beautiful bits and pieces in here. So I love the projects that we did together in here. Really amazed how they turned out. Here's one of the bits that I've made, and I don't know if you can see, but I've got just a couple of really badly put together cross stitches here, because this period of time, which is the late I would say Victorian time, or mid-Victorian time I should say, you know, they would have done a lot of cross stitching and sewing and things, and that's why I wanted to add a little bit of that in here. So I've just added a snippet of lace that I had. I've added some of the buttons from the kit, and done that on a few occasions with different fabrics and buttons and things. So here's just one of the journal pages with Anne. Now this is something we didn't do, but I just added this. I wanted a nice writing spot, and I had this doily over. This is from my doily kits, and I've just added some bits and pieces to it and backed it onto another piece of paper to give it a bit of strength. I was going to use this as a writing board when you press and you're writing, which you can do on the underside, put it under there, and it just gives it a bit of strength. So that's what I did there, and I've just stuck it in over here. Here's one of the shorter pages. It's got two lengths of pages in here, the shorter ones, because I love all the layers. Here's another project we did together. Love all the flowers. Again, this is an altered bag we made together. It hangs over a page. So there you go. All right, so it goes over this page like that, and it stays there pretty all right. Here's another one of the gorgeous AnnE pages, and there are very few pages I haven't done anything with, so this one was just busy and I thought I'd leave it at that. Right, so there's another altered page, and we made these lovely little ones together with lots of pockets, little butterflies and buttons. That was part of a freebie I did. And then we made these together. Now these pockets I've just made myself yesterday, and you'll remember this project that we made. This was a freebie, and I've stuck the bits in there. So this is all on that playlist, and I've got two of these in here. Oh, that just slides over there and into this pocket. So the pocket was really easy. I've just taken a square fabric. I did turn it over and iron it to make a bit of a hem and stitch it. Then I've just added these on here. So I've got one in each signature. All right, so here's, I love this page. And I've added lace and things wherever I could, because it's just indicative of the period, I think. I've cut out one of the mini journal pages. This one was one size I did for the mini journal. So that goes into these pockets. And the pockets I've just decorated myself with a couple of leftover bits and things there. Right, so here's another little project we did, this double pocket with all these lovely bits and pieces. I love the velvet in here as well. We're at the middle of the signature, so this is the center spread. Move that up a bit. And then this was the other side of that center spread with a belly band. I love this project. Definitely will revisit that one at some point. Okay, so there we go. Now this is another bit that I had. I trimmed off a little bit from the cover when I was making it, and it was just a thin narrow piece I had over. I don't normally trim the cover off, but I did, and I've just made a ruffle with it. It was the length, I think, and I just put it over there to decorate that page. And then while I was messing around with some scraps of ribbon and things, I've added just a scrap of like a little snippet of a tag there and that little flower. So I thought that looked cute. So here's one of the library pockets. There we go. And then on the other side here, we've had the double pockets. We made that together. Some amazing quotes from Anne of Green Gables in here. So that was lovely and enjoyed it. It's always lovely to look back on what we've done. Here's one of the envelopes that were from the kit, the large ones. I've just tucked it onto this page, over the page here, and stuck on one of these little wax melts that I actually made with my little ladies kit at that point, and I've just put it on there. And then again, I've just added some cross stitches to this fabric scrap and used up the little the lace scraps. We made this together. These come off. This was a fun project to do as well. And lots of layers and things. And this one here tucks in there. And we've got these amazing ideas. So that just goes in here. And the sort of front of it tucks into that bit there. All right, so that then just slides on to this page there. And then I've just added lace to that one. And here's one of the quotes. Life is worth living as long as there is a laugh in it, definitely. To agree with you, Anne. Oh, I've put 2 pages together here. Okay, so there we go. Here's something I did. I've just taken a mini page and I have just folded it in half and stuck it here. I did leave a gap so that you could actually put in like a tag or something in there, but I just didn't put it in there. You could put like a secret note in there and have it peeking out with a bit of ribbon or something. Here's another one of those altered pages, and then we made this little one with the flip outs and the little pockets over there. So that was fun. And it's got a tuck spot there and a tuck spot up there. So lots and lots, and there's just one of those metal bits. So that's the end of the first signature. And then this is the second signature. Again, we did that together, and I've added another one of those there. And pretty much the same as the first signature, just different colors really. Just added some little bits and pieces of fussy cuts and things that I had over in my tray. And then I love to do this with the page edge scraps to just give that a little bit of excitement. Another pocket, it's the other pocket I did, with the same bit that I shared with you earlier. So I won't take it apart. And I love that. I love that the ribbon went through there. I do like that. This was a fun journal to make. I really enjoyed the whole thing. Same as the purple one I showed you before, and I like to do them in different colors. Here on the edge, just put a little bit of edging there, and another altered bag, which was fun. Added some lace to that one, and then again the other bit of the ruffle there. just adds something to it, does it? Then I've decorated this one. Just added some bits and pieces in there. Take joy from nature. Oh yes, I love my nature walks. Then this was the center spread for this journal, which was fun. We did it with the doilies. That was a lot of fun to do. And then, yeah, as I said, not many pages that don't have things on. Lace on there. And then this one is another altered bag that we did. That just folds over that page there. And then that's the rest of the altered bag. And then we had another one of these pockets with the flips and the flops, flip flaps, and some more goodies in there. This one says dream. And then just another little bit that I put there, and that matches so well. The fabrics were perfect for this. Here's another library pocket we put in there. And then this one again with the two pockets and the bits and pieces over here. And this is a project we did together. So, you know, you'll find all these on the playlist. Just a little bit of lace on that one. This is a little thing I did yesterday with this piece that was over. I had this doily there. I just added that and some velvet ribbon. I thought this matched so well. I just stuck them back to back. They were slightly, I didn't mirror them, so they're not exact matches, but I've just inked the edges so you can't notice. There you go. You can see there's some white there, but you can't really see because I've inked it. So that's my suggestion. So it looks like it's a doily on both sides. All right, and that's the end of that. So I hope that you've enjoyed putting that together and its final flip through. It really was a lot of fun. And as I say, if you're wanting to follow along, just click on the playlist and it'll tell you, I'll tell you right from the start what you need to gather, how I put the pages together and everything that you need to know. And of course the digitals or the printed kits are in my website shop, and I still have ultimate bundles, so you can make this exact journal yourself. What a wonderful project. Go on, treat yourself. All right, everyone, it's a beautiful day here today. I've just come out from outside, sitting in the sunshine. There's not a breath of wind and it's blue skies. Let's hope that this carries on for the rest of the weekend. I can see a little squirrel running there. Oh, he's got his tail is short. Right, go and have a lovely weekend. I will see you next week on Tuesday. We're coming up to the Easter weekend, and I am going to have something exciting to share with you then. So don't miss out on the next video. Take good care of yourselves, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye.